Hello there ladies and gentlemen, RV Shard here for SP Airsoft to do a kit review. This time I'm going to be reviewing my KSC M11A1 System 7 version automatic pistol. Now this is a gas version. Anybody who's wondering what System 7 actually means, System 7 is merely the gas system used in the magazine. System 7 is pretty much exactly the same as the KWA NS2 system. It's just a different way of keeping the gas in the magazine to allow it to be more efficient, you know, given whatever. So same amount of gas, more firepower, less wastage, as it were. Now I won't be doing a firing test today on this. I will be doing a follow-up fire test review on this gun, simply for the fact that gas weapons are really dependent on the weather. And for example, you know, the hotter it is, the better it is, the more your gas will be efficient, the more it'll work. If it's too cold, either the gas cylinder here will seize, meaning the piston will push it in, which this is a gas release by the way, so the piston will push it in, but it won't release, meaning all your gas will fire out of the barrel of your gun, making your gun into, well, if there's naked flame nearby, a flamethrower, which is not a great idea, you know. So, no fire test, because that is the view outside my window. Yeah, it's middle of March and it's fucking snowing. That's Scotland for you. That's the way it works. Anyway, so, review of the gun. Now, I bought this second hand off of the Airsofters forum, as I don't have my full Yakura license as yet, but I do have my site membership to an officially registered site, so I am able to purchase guns once my site manager has been informed and he has confirmed my details. These things happen. My license is due at some point this month, and when I do that I'll be getting my actual AEG, which is going to be an AK Beta Spetsnaz, probably. I have been using this as my main for the last 2 matches, so that's about a month I've been using this as my main. Surprisingly, it functions really well. Like I said, I have had a few problems with it because of the weather and because of the whenever I get to site in the mornings, our site tends to be cold, granted time of year and that, so there is a few issues with magazines not firing properly. And I have 4 of these gas magazines, they're all gas full, there's no real issues with them holding their gas or whatever. It's just with the cold, they do tend to jam, there is some reliability issues. Now, reliability issues aside, due to the weather, this is a very nice piece of kit. Like I said, I've been using this as my primary for the last 2 months. It's not really a long range weapon, but you don't really need it to be. It's worked fine for me. I'm a CQB player. This is a very CQB weapon. There's nothing else you can really say about it. This is the ABS version. There is full metals out there, but they tend to be of the older system. This is the current system. As you can see, there is the upper and lower receiver, and the handle, or grip, whatever you want to call it, is ABS plastic. There is no getting around that. It is a pretty sturdy plastic. There's no real wobble or hollow sound to it. It doesn't do that. There is a lot of metal components on this, however. See, the entire internals of the gun, because it's a gas gun, is required to be metal, because plastic shields and brakes doesn't deal with the strain too well, especially with gas being highly compressed and very cold when firing out of the gun, so you don't want to screw around with that. So the internals of the gun, the entire gearbox assembly and the slide, completely metal. The bolt handle and slide here, entirely metal. Trigger, stock, which is fully extendable, is full metal, and also can be, you know, completely removed if choice. Barrel, fire selector switch, safety switch, all metal as well. You've also got a clip release here, mag release, sorry, which is all metal as well. Also your magazines, completely metal, so they've got some weight to them, so yeah, be careful depending on where you store them. Be careful, because running you can do yourself some damage or they can get lost. As you can see, I've taped mine up because I don't like to lose my magazines, so keep some tape so I can identify them. Yeah, there's no other gun that you can really say has the sort of room clearing power of the KSC or KWA Mach 11. Both of them, I've used both of them. Had a couple of test fires of the KWA before I bought this. It was a two-tone. Same gun, same internals. It rocked out. It was a very nice gun. This is the same. Basically, they're both identical. They're just different brand names. They both have slightly different magazines. There's no real difference. They both have firepower that scares the shit off you. This is a gun that you will not have any issues clearing a room with. Short of a grenade, this is the next best thing. This on full auto empties a 50 round magazine in some in the region of 1.3 seconds. It is very easy to empty a magazine in this. That's why, as I've said, I'm using my primary. It's been stuck on semi most of the time, because otherwise, you know, I'd be completely out of ammo before the skirmish was even over. You know, nice little gun, reasonable range to it. It's not designed really for a marksman's weapon. It's a CQB spray and parry weapon essentially. So, but like I said, got this off Airsoft Forum. Got 4 of these magazines with it, so that's 200 rounds. Got my gas off the Land Warrior. Obviously use Predator gas. Best things in using these sort of guns, either that or kick-ass. But kick-ass is really all about power, not really about performance. So I'd stick with Pred gas if you're going to get one of these. Nice feeling gun. I'm currently bought this to be my sidearm. This is what I'll be rocking as my sidearm once I get my AEG. So it's going to be a case of don't ever sneak up on me when I run out of bullets, because I'll turn this on full auto and empty into you. You know. So, nice little gun. Definitely worth getting. I mean, these retail brand new at about 120 quid. Problem is the magazines are what really cost you. These can range from 30 to 40 bucks each, which is kind of pricey. I was lucky when I got this off Airsofters. I got it with 4 magazines. The gun itself, 435. So, nice little package. Well worth the money. But yeah, that's my review. The firing test will follow. When I've got a nice little day, I will be doing a firing test with it. We'll be out there. So yeah, thanks for watching this review of the KSC Mach 11A1 System 7 Belgium. I will be doing more kit reviews in the coming months. The more stuff I get, the more shit I'll do. There is one last thing I will put into this review, that whenever you are loading in a magazine, an essential point, you must always pull the bolt back. If you do not pull the bolt back, you will damage your gun, and then it'll be fucking useless, and it'll be 120 quid down the Swanee. So don't do it. See, inside here, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, I don't fucking know, there is a small plastic or metal pin, depending on what version of the gun you've got, that pushes the BBs into the chamber, and then the gas is released. So if you've got the bolt forward and you've got a magazine in, what you're going to do is you're going to hit that pin. And if you hit that pin, you're going to bend it, or in a plastic version you're going to snap it, and then your gun will not fire. You'll have a damaged mag. So the essential part is always pull that back, then insert your magazine, and you're good to go. You do not need to cock it. You just have to pull the trigger and it will fire. As simple as. Like I said, you get your fire selector switch there. So always, always, cannot stress that enough. If you have one of these and you play with it and you intend on keeping it in good order, you must always pull the bolt back before inserting a magazine. If it's full, empty or not, do not go putting a fucking magazine in this, because you will wreck the gun. That's the gun, that's the review. Hope you all enjoyed and continue watching. I will have more kit reviews as my kit becomes available. This is RVB Shard for SP Airsoft, reminding you to take care of your guns and to mark your targets. Peace out, y'all.